Welcome back to the secret underground lair. The sanding of our top and bottom is now complete, or the pedestal rather. So here is our top, this is the underside of the top. And I have the pedestal over here. We're ready now to apply some stain. The stain we're going to use on this piece is some Urethane Kona. So it is a little bit dark, but it should do a nice job of kind of evening out the tones of the wood, provide some coverage. So that's today's adventure, applying stain. Get a fantastic view from that angle of what I'm doing. So I will move the camera around so you can see a little bit better what's going on here. Or how about that? How about if I go that way? And of course now the trick is making sure I get stain into these little, there are little pores on the base. So that may require a little bit of touch up, because I can't really get it in there with just a rag. But you can see that that still does bring out a fair amount of the grain. It's still quite visible. And there we have our pedestal. I'm going to go over this again, just come back around with a brush and just fill in some of the some little white spots here where there's some pores where the stain couldn't get in. So I'll just touch those up with a brush. But that gives some very nice figuring, doesn't it? Okay, you have a table top now ready for stain. This is the underside. And we're on to the final step now, putting some Urethane, polyurethane on top of this table. Okay, so this is going to dry to a matte finish, and the top, as soon as it's set, I'll flip it over and do the underside, and give it a light sand and assemble the table. Final step of the table is just giving it a quick once over with some 400 grit paper, just to take the rough surface off brush marks from the polyurethane that was put on. So this really quick process here. That's pretty much all it's going to take. I'll adjust a couple little bits where it's, there are some dips and valleys in this top, just because it's natural wood, and there were some dips and valleys in the wood. So I'll take care of those by hand. But I'll go over and do the same treatment on the pedestal, and then we'll reassemble the whole table. And there is the pedestal table complete. Got a bit of shop dust on it. So we'll move it into a room that looks a little bit more like a final setting and see what it looks like under natural room light. But even with the dark stain, you can see a lot of variation in the top. But overall, the top has been evened out substantially from what it was with just the natural wood. So still lots of variation. Starburst is clear. Yeah. And that's how it goes. And here is the table in the what could be its final resting place. It's forever home. I shouldn't call it final resting place. That sounds a little morbid. So it's forever home, let's call it that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the result, and under the light in the room you can see the coloration on the table does stand out. It's not dark and it's not washed away. So there is some nice indication of the types of wood that were used on that top, and the starburst really shows through. So very happy with the results of that. And that wraps an end to this video series. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next project.